Hopefully everything is getting picked up. And there we go.
I was walking down the street when out the corner of my eye saw this pretty little thing approaching me. She said, I've never seen a man who looks so all alone, or could you use a little company? If you pay the right price, your evening will be nice, so you can go and send me on my way. I said, you're such a sweet young thing, why would you do this to yourself? She looked at me and this is what she said. She said, there ain't no rest for the wicked, money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay, I got mouths to feed, and there ain't nothing in this world for free. And no, I can't slow down, I can't hold back, even though I wish I could. And no, there ain't no rest for the wicked until we close our eyes for good. Not even 15 minutes later, after walking down the street, I saw the shadow of a man creep out of sight. And then he swept up from behind, he put a gun up to my head, he made it clear he wasn't looking for a fight. He said, give me all you got, I want your money, not your life, but if you try to move, I won't think twice. I said, you can have my cash, but you know first I gotta ask what made you wanna live this kind of life. He said, there ain't no rest for the wicked, money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay, I got mouths to feed, and there ain't nothing in this world for free. And no, I can't slow down, I can't hold back, even though I wish I could. No, there ain't no rest for the wicked till we close our eyes for good.
control. And now they done stop me and I get locked up. They won't let me out. They won't let me out. Locked up. They won't let me out. No, they won't let me out. Locked up. They won't let me out. They won't let me out. Locked up. They won't let me out. No, they won't let me out. Heading uptown to Rio, back with a couple beats. The corner block's on fire. Undercover dressed as me, making so much money. Products moving fast. Put away the stash. As I sold the last bag, fucked around and got locked up. They won't let me out. They won't let me out. Locked up. They won't let me out. No, they won't let me out. Got locked up. They won't let me out.
Many years ago, the city of Auric was plagued by hordes of zombies coming down from the mountains out of the grounds and attacking the members of the city. After years and years of dire situations regarding the zombie hordes, the city finally was able to push the zombies out underground. However, as years went by, it seemed they disturbed a sleeping dragon by the name of Laxton, who, after years and years of having a deep slumber, has awoken from it. The city now has to deal with this situation, but instead of sending out its own knights and military, they have decided to try and disperse a team of criminals in order to try to regain their freedom or save themselves from a death penalty. The team, of course, is called the Assigned Convicted, a team of criminals that could handle the situation if necessary. If they live, we review the sentence they have been given. Of course, the first team consisted of Minza Vaxtenstein from the Vaxtenstein family. She died after trying to escape and turning into a bat. However, the purple dragon got her first and blasted her into fiery bits. The second member of the team, Vander Baxon, died after having his spine pulled out. But however, he did used to do that to ex-rangers. Of course, the third member of the team, Ramba Bass, the barbarian of the Bass family, was killed after having her head sliced off by a zombie with a blade. However, she did the same thing to her son for the bounty years ago. The final member of the team who remains alive but unconscious was Judas J. Jones, who was leading their tracker, a crazed killer by the name of Hyde, who also managed to survive, and the only current conscious member of the team. However, there is another group that Auric can use to kill the dragon and the horde. Another Assigned Convicted.
All right, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of Spicy and Dicey, where we are doing a special campaign featuring our good friend and guest, Kevin Allen, a good actor and another joker and another amazing guy. Welcome back. We had him
Hello.
back. Yay, everybody. Give a round of applause, everybody. Kevin.
Yay!
All right.
Kevin in
It's
the
good to have our
house.
All right. Well, welcome back, everybody, to Spicy and Dicey. We play every Tuesday here at 8:30. We're taking a brief kind of away from our main campaign, and we're going to be doing this fun special here based in the land of Mala, kind of revolving around a Suicide Squad type of mission, inspired by the Suicide Squad with a whole bunch of fun characters, some of them familiar to you audience members and players, some not. So we're going to have a good time. I think, let's hope, some of these people may die. Ooh, oh my goodness. But you know what? That's all part of the fun. So we're going to start here. Of course, a big shout out to D&D Beyond, a good shout out to SoCal D&D for having us as guests, and LA Comic Con, who gave us amazing things and packages and invited us to the D&D premiere. So thank you guys again for shouting out Spicy and Dicey. All right, everybody. So we have our players. Of course, we have from our main campaign, we have Jade, of course, up there, Amelia. We have Octavius, Hollywood, and Harley here from the main campaign. And of course, like I said, our good friend Kevin, who played with us during some private games during the holiday season.
That was fun.
So we are going to be starting, of course, with you, though, Kevin, here as our first character of getting introduced to this world. So let's tell you guys a little bit about where you are. Specifically, Kevin, you right now, or should I call you Egnor, which is your character's name, and we'll get to learn him a little bit in a minute. But you're going to be based right now, currently, in the land of Auric. You are in their lake. It's an odd place, but you're somewhere called the Lake Auric High Security Prison, or Auric Lake Prison. And the Auric Lake Prison is, in fact, underneath the lake, at the depths of the bottom of the lake. It was built there. It's a magical unit that has been placed there for the most dangerous criminals, insane villains that you could, monsters, demons, all types of beasts have been put there all around Mala. This is where they are transferred. You know this, of course, Egnor, as you were a knight in the West Kingdom. You had a lot of adventures, as you know, Egnor, over there, of high standard. You have been on missions. You are a paladin. You have been gifted healing gifts and some magic from the other realm gods, which the West Kingdom very much puts a lot of their faith in. You were probably very much trained in a matter of all sorts of combat. However, Egnor, as you've been invited here, you walk through their magical gate, which you're only able to access through teleportation. So you enter this large concrete-style prison. However, the large concrete walls, at the very tops of them, you see large glass window panes, and you can see the water outside from the depths of this lake, the murky water outside. It kind of is an odd sight. It looks like the sky, but you know that it is indeed just the blue-green water from the lake. Egnor, as you enter Lake Ulrich Prison, high security prison, you're kind of escorted immediately by two goblin guards that come right up to you. Excuse me, sir. Egnor Armither? Is that you, sir?
Yeah, that's me.
All right, Mr. Egnor. I thought he'd be taller. I thought he'd be smaller.
I'm only a half-elf.
Oh, well, you know, elves are usually tall. Hey, what's the other half, dwarf?
And humans are usually short. All right, fine. What do you want?
They kind of look at each other and seem to ignore you. They're goblins. They don't have the best of manners, Egnor. You look down at them as they kind of lead you. Follow me, sir. Follow me. They kind of look, as you look around, Egnor, on either side of you, you see once again the concrete walls. There's nothing on them as you go down this long corridor. As you get to the end of the corridor, Egnor, there's a large gate kind of door, heavy wood, a lot of black kind of metal bars that go down the wooden frame. And the goblins go, right inside, sir. Mr. Kook Ruli of the Ulrich Council will be waiting for you inside. You can't miss him. Black feathers. After you.
I've heard of Ruli.
Oh, well, he's heard of you, sir. He personally asked for you himself. Right away. So they kind of open the door for you, press the large wooden doors, and it kind of pushes open. And as you enter, Egnor, you see Kukruli, who, as you know, is a Arakorka. He's a bird person. He has dark black feathers. He kind of looks like a mixture of a vulture and a raven in his face. He wears a very black, kind of lovely tweed styled old type of British kind of outfit suit. And he looks up to you as you enter. Oh, hello there. Egnor Armither, if I'm correct, yes?
You are correct, yes.
The tales of your handsomeness predate you in every way, sir. Everybody here at the prison has been eagerly awaiting your visit.
Have they now?
Well, yes, sir. I mean, the tales of your quests are indeed well known by prison guards, inmates. Everybody here was very eager to meet you. Let's just say not for the best reasons, as you know. But still, they wanted to talk
about the last one.
Yes, they heard about the last one. It's not your fault. I don't blame you. We all lose people sometime. Yes?
Sure. Yeah, not my fault.
Nobody's blaming
I-
you, Egnor. Nobody's
No,
blaming.
nobody's blaming me. I know.
Well, I mean, the West Kingdom, they blamed you a little. In fact, the royal family, if I'm not mistaken, blamed you a lot.
I've spoken to them about that.
Well, Mr. Armithor, that's what brings us to the mission at hand today. You see, we know about your troubles, the drinking, the lack of resources, and by the looks of your armor, the brass is burnt, ruined.
It still holds up. It's, it just needs a little polish, is all.
It needs more than a little polish, Egnor. Coop Rulli approaches you slowly. He puts his hands behind his back, his feathered hands, as most Orca do. He has the large wings on his back. They kind of fold down into his suit. He kind of
He's
steps.
taking me under his wing.
Oh!
Okay,
It's
nice.
good to have you back, Kevin.
Yes.
He
We
moves
missed your
forward.
banter.
Yeah,
Moves
sorry.
forward. And Egnor, this is what we propose. You will be placed back into high standard, reposted at your top ranks in the West Kingdom, and in fact, give you all the resources you need for any mission or adventure you'd like moving forward. Think of it as a gift from the West Kingdom and the royal family.
After I squandered all their last gifts.
Well, we're willing to overlook a lot of one's personal issues, dilemmas, if you will. But there's a
Just
catch.
saying, you all are mighty generous. I knew it. I knew there was a catch. It only makes sense. It only makes sense, Rulli. What's the catch?
Well, Egnor, no reason to get all defensive. I mean, did you really think we were going to give you all these things for nothing?
No.
No.
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't. But look at it this way, Egnor. You get to be back on top. And that's what you've always wanted, if I'm not mistaken.
It was.
That's the thing about was and wasn't. We're back to was. Now, let's go over the mission. This is what you're going to be assigned with, and I think you ought to know up front that it is going to be extremely dangerous. You've been personally chosen because you've in fact dealt with loss. And in this case, Mr. Armithor, that's perfectly fine. In fact, we don't mind if you lose one or three of these members.
Who am I escorting this time?
Well, I guess it's more like who will you be babysitting? None of these people that I've put on your team, let's just say, are of good standing with the kingdom. In fact,
I
they've
don't
all
work
been...
with kids and pets.
None of these people are kids, but I will tell you, you might find some of them to be a lot more than a simple pet. Follow me, Mr. Armithor. He kind of turns to a nearby other door leading out of his office, Egnor, and he gestures to you to follow him. I'm assuming you want to follow him.
Yeah. No. Bird is
all right.
bird. Yeah, I'm following orders.
As you watch, he has long kind of Aarakocra. As you see his feet, he has a very elegant stride to his step. Egnor, as he heads to the door and he opens it up, it leads to a long other dark corridor with the concrete walls on either side. This time, however, each side of these walls have a chamber built into them. Obviously, the cells for some prisoners. He leans over Egnor, and you see as he presses a button, and almost magically, if you will, like an elevator, the room that you're in, the office, moves up and down as quick as possible, as if the room that you're in is, in fact, you have been in an elevator. And the office moves to the 6th floor. As you watch, immediately the floors go by. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you get to 6, it stops. a kind of magical 6 appears in red lighting.
Nice.
Egnor, please follow me this way. The first of your companions will be the least of your troubles, I assume. She's been a perfect guest here, well, prisoner. I've grown rather close with her. She's a brilliant student, an amazing necromancer. And on this mission, we find that to be some use. As you see, Mr. Armathor, you'll be going up against a horde of zombies. We'll get to that when we
Kind of
get to...
like grips his armor a little bit. Like, all right.
All right, calm down, calm down. It's not what you think. It's worse. He leads you to the first cell. Luna! Luna, are you awake? At that moment, you turn to a cell, Egnor, with Kook Ruli. As you approach the cell, you realize that inside of this large barred door, Egnor, is a chamber. And in this room, as you peek through it, Egnor, you see a very kind of quaint cell. It's stacked with book, papers, a desk with potions on it, different types of vials, posters on the wall of different body parts and anatomy. And you look in to see Luna Morn. Luna, would you mind telling Egnor what you look like and who he's meeting?
Yeah. So, sorry, give me 1 second. So, essentially, Luna is a tiefling. Her hair is kind of silver, eyes black, very incredibly pale, kind of on the shorter side, around like 5'2". She kind of has like almost like scholar-looking robes on, and she's just kind of sitting and reading a book as Egnor approaches and just kind of glances up at him.
Luna, you know that mission that we discussed to further your leave from the lake? This here is Mr. Egnor Armathor, and he will be leading that mission. Do you have any questions, Luna?
I kind of walk up to the bars of the cell and put my hands on them, and then just kind of use my at-will chill touch to just kind of give off like a cold, kind of like chilling like presence as like I approach, and then go, Egnor, so what's your story then?
Oh God. Um. Soldier for the crown. Served 4 tours.
Oh, so we've got a hero.
I'm no hero. The last tour didn't go so well for my party.
I'm sure. It seems all you soldiers can really do is mess up, huh?
Kook kind of looks to you, Egnor. Sorry for Luna. She's not a big fan of soldiers. She was
People?
arrested. What was that, Luna?
Not a big fan of people. At least ones who are still alive.
That's all right.
You're
I'm sure they're
far
not a
more
big fan of
interesting
you
when
either.
you're dead.
Luna kind of seems to, as you notice around the room, once again, Egnor, you kind of take in that there's a lot of posters of body parts and skeletons and anatomy on the wall. Egnor, Kook turns to you. Sorry, you must excuse Luna. She's, once again, not the best with communication. Luna here was arrested for... Do you want to tell him, Luna, or should I?
Science. I was arrested for science and wanting to know. That's it. I don't understand why I'm being held here. If you would all just let me continue my research in peace.
You raised a noble's family from the dead, had them living in a cabin for multiple weeks, and then dissected them each individually while each half alive.
For science.
Luna is one of the leading masters of necromancy and biology, if you will, in the undead. However, she should be useful on your mission, Egnor. Luna,
Well,
you are let out.
Fighting the dead.
You're let out
shit!
from your cage, Luna, as you join Egnor at his side. Luna, as you know, if you complete this mission or help Egnor here, you will be freed from Lake Auric. You've stayed here for a good while. They've deemed you sane. I don't agree with everything they've said, but you're on your way. You accept?
I accept. Not like I have much choice.
All right. Now, if you both will follow me, let's go meet your second teammate. He kind of leads you to your next cell over. Luna, you stand next to Egnor as you kind of both size up each other, if you will. You notice that Luna, she takes out a pair of glasses, Egnor, and puts them on as she kind of looks to you from her pocket. The next cell over. All right, Mr. Armathor, Luna. This next inmate is a bit of a challenge. He's a lot more brutal than Luna, if you will, Mr. Armathor. Timber, are you in there? As you kind of both approach the next cage, if you will, all you both see is a dark cell like that of a cave with blood stains on the walls, a whole bunch of gross meat seemingly decaying on the floor. There's a large kind of metal sword placed outside of the cage. Egnor, you realize, and Luna, both of you see this. Timber.
I turned. Wait, real quick. Just drama. I
You're
turned
fine.
to before I see this person. I turned to Rooney and I'm just like, how many grave diggers do you have on this team?
I
Well,
just kind of shrug.
It's another cell full of body parts. Like, come on. All right, sorry.
We don't.
Right.
We don't.
And then
We
Timber.
don't. We don't feed him human body parts. Those are things of different animals. However, I will say that Timber has dug up a few graves in his day. Isn't that right, Timber?
Feed him.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You both see out of the darkness just come a large, looming grizzly bear with slices on his nose, scars, as he kind of gruffly, he's like Cocaine Bear, but 10 times worse. And he just steps out of the darkness. How are you today, Timber?
Mr. Pretty Boy Knight.
Timber, calm down. He's here to help you.
He looks tasty.
Everybody to you looks tasty, Timber. You know that job we talked about?
I remember.
Well, time. And like I told you, larger cell, free time outside, fresh meat. A lot better than what you're getting now. Isn't that right?
I suppose.
Right, well, you know the deal. You harm anybody on the team, you're done. You understand, Timber?
I make no promises.
He looks to you, Egnor. Keep an eye on this one. As he...
I give him a little wink.
That's extremely frightening as this giant grizzly bear leans and looms forward and looks to you, Egnor, and gives you this large wink with his eye. It's I don't know if it's creepy or cute or disturbing. It's a hard one.
A little bit of everything. Just whatever you feel is valid right now.
It's a medley.
Just
all right.
Cocktail of emotion.
Just because I want to fuck with Egnor just a little bit more, make him a little bit more scared. So I have a spell at will called Taumaturgy, so I can basically, so I can make an instantaneous sound at will, so I can make kind of like ominous whispers. So I just kind of like create ominous whispers around Egnor and go, interesting creature, don't you think? What do you think its insides look like?
It's like creepily in your head. You just hear what it's like inside. What is it like inside? This is just you hear it inside of your own head.
Oh my god. I grip. I have an object in my pocket and I just grip the fuck out of it. Like,
Okay. All right. Like your little holy symbol. I got you. I got
you. Yeah.
All right. What is it? What is it? What is it? Tell me. What do you got?
It's my dice set. But
okay. Oh, your dice set.
Yeah.
You got.
I decided I'm gonna make my dice set my holy symbol. I'm just gonna.
You know what? That's appropriate.
Holy symbol.
That's appropriate.
Yeah, holy symbol.
As you clenched your lucky dice set, one of the only things you've had on almost every mission that seems to have come through with you. You kind of hold this and you clutch your dice that Egnor has on him. It's a safety net, if you will, as you kind of clutch and hold them tight. Timber, you're
out of the dagger, so.
Yeah, you're let out of your cage, Timber, as you have a large chain on your neck and arms holding you still together, Timber. The goblins that are escorting with the rest of you guys, they kind of escort you out, Timber, as you loom out of your cage. And once again, the goblins hold the chains, holding your arms together. Kukruli goes, all right, the three of you, follow me. There's still 3 more. I guess 4 to meet.
Aren't you gonna get these chains off me?
In time, Timber. In time. And he kind of leaves.
I snap at him.
You just and you kind of give me a big intimidation roll for me, please, if you don't mind. See what you get. Let's see if your snap was your bear snap scarier.
I have a -1 on intimidation. I don't know. We'll see.
You have a negative.
Okay.
A -1.
I didn't set it up.
You still
How did
rolled
that
okay.
happen?
I have no
You
idea.
have advantage, and
You know
this is
why?
a giant bear.
I feel like
He's like a
people might
cuddly
think-
bear.
Cuddly
I
bear.
don't know, can we restart my scene? I'm gonna be 3 feet tall. I'm gonna be a teddy bear.
It's only now that he steps into the light I notice he's wearing just a single red t-shirt.
I'm just really craving honey, man.
Exactly. Okay, so
Oh
Timber,
God.
however, you did roll a 15 though, so you look frightening enough. You're not extremely scary, but as you give like a little growl, it's probably because Kukruli also knows you wouldn't hurt him. So as you kind of growl at him, Timber, you let like a snap out with your giant bear mouth. Your jaws just snap, and he kind of looks at you like Timber, and he kind of then leads you to the next cell. Now this is our next less troublesome inmate. He might be a little bit more useful to you. In fact, some have said he's a hero. He's here by, some people say, mistake. I think that accidentally killing a lot of people isn't necessarily a mistake. But you met the bear. Let's meet the bear breaker. Adrel? Adrel, are you in there? As you go to the next cell, the 3 of you look inside, and you see a large Goliath, half giant, about 10 to almost 13 feet tall, as he looms inside of this small, tiny cell, way too small for his body. Adrel, would you like to introduce yourself and what you look like?
Just imagine this giant gray giant, whole bunch of symbols and scars all over his body. He kind of, when he's looming over, you can see a whole bunch of like holes that are like within the wall that he was punching in to like try to get out.
There's giant just fist gaps within the wall. Adrel, we need you for that mission. As we've said, if you succeed, you get 5 more years. That's it. Are you ready?
As always, I'm always ready.
This here is Egnor Armithor. He used to be from the West Kingdom Knights, a paladin. He might be quite useful. Yes. Egnor, this is Adrel Bearbreaker.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Have you met my good friend Timber here?
I'm just snarling.
I go, then I look at Timber. Timber, this is Andrel, the Bear Breaker.
So there's obviously a moment here of this giant who's also let out of his cage. As Timber, you look up and see this giant who just comes out and
Wait, I look up? Hold on.
Yeah, you look
I
up.
look up.
I know.
Even
I had to look
Hold
up my
on.
height versus the bear's height. Now his height. Like,
It's been
How
it's a
tall is this
progression.
motherfucker?
Progression.
Cyrus, how tall are you?
I am like 10 foot.
Fuck. Okay. Fuck.
I'm huge.
damn it.
Yeah, I'm gonna fight this motherfucker soon. Just watch. Don't worry.
Okay, so as you guys both kind of size up each other, Kukuruli immediately steps in. All right. We don't need any trouble yet. We haven't even started this mission. On to the next. Now, Egnor group. The next one here, she's a bit of a troublemaker. An extreme troublemaker, if you will. Not really given any name. However, you all will need to watch her, as she's literally chaotic. She goes by the Queen. Nobody really knows who she is, but she claims to be an ancient demon known as the Queen of Chaos. However, we've managed to capture her. She can't necessarily die, but she can be damaged and extremely, let's just say, wounded. If you say her name again 3 times, very much like Bloody Mary, she can be resummoned. However, every time her damage is at half health. But the Queen is quite powerful. There is a catch, though. She is hard to control, Egnor. Queen, are you in there? You all look again into the final cell, one last cell before you lead into the next hallway. And there is inside, you look in to see. Jade, would you like to tell us what they see on the inside of this cell?
They just see a void of darkness.
There's just this void of darkness inside of this cell. And as it kind of disperses, this blue, I'll describe it for you, Kate. Fine. So as the darkness just goes away, and the void, all you see is kind of crawling out of the darkness is this blue-skinned, horned, very beautiful but monstrous woman. She's a demon. As she crawls through the darkness, you all notice that her lower half is made out of tentacles, very much like an Ursula, and it's kind of octopus tentacles that kind of wiggle and wriggle around from her lower half as she kind of climbs on the wall and peers through the front of the cage. Queen, this here's Egnor Armither.
I
He's gonna
take
be
my tentacles and start caressing like everybody's faces.
Just as they like reach through, they all reach through the bars. All of you, Luna, Timber, Adrel, and Egnor, you feel these tentacles all kind of start to touch you and wiggle around.
The other one just gives a head nod.
And
Like,
then, and then I say, "Hello, peasants. Welcome into my service."
Ooh, okay.
Yo, I'm gonna bite one of those tentacles.
All right, so I want you to actually try to do that. I want you to make a Constitution check. As I want you, Timber, just give me a basic strength check here as you kind of nip at one of these tentacles that she does. Okay, Timber, you bite that. You grab one of her tentacles.
God.
In your mouth. Okay, so Queen, you didn't do so well as Timber just immediately grabs and seems to rip off part of the end of your tentacle. You just take that tentacle gives you 5 damage, Queen, as he rips it off of one of them. And immediately the Queen, one of your tentacles pulls away from Timber as you kind of just chew on her gross end of her tentacle in your mouth, Timber. Already getting off to a great start here.
Tasty.
As he kind of chews on it.
As this is happening, I turned back to Rooney and I was like, "You want me to keep these people alive?"
Look, it's not about keeping them alive. It's about getting the mission done.
That I can do.
You will do your best. And that's what we need you to do. None of them you think are worth anything? We're not even done. Queen, this is the mission we talked about. If you want Minska to be let go and free, you will do whatever Mr. Armithor says. Do you understand?
I'm just silent for a few moments. And then I just kind of caress him with my tentacle, and I'm like, all right, dear peasant.
I have
Kukruli kind of
not
takes the
react to that.
tentacle and he kind of takes your tentacle and takes it off his face like it's sticking to him. Ah. Fine. He turns to you, Egnor. The queen here has a lover. His name is Minska, or known as the wolf spider. He's a demon worshipper. We have him in our possession, however. And if the queen makes one wrong turn and tries to take anybody on this team out, Minska is dead. So, she should be able to follow any rule you give her, Mr. Armithor. Queen, you are then quickly released from your cell as you kind of see the tentacles come out and follow behind the rest of the group. As Egnor, you're now kind of followed by a group of odd criminals with Luna, Adril, Timber, and bringing in the rear this odd half-octopus woman. All right, Mr. Armithor, we're on out to our final two members of the team. Before you disperse, I'd like you to meet one of our more, creative members here at the Lake Prison. She's been here for a while, and, the tales of her go on and on for miles. You may have heard of that snake woman who was, well, turning men into stone all over Mala.
You gotta be shitting me.
Unfortunately, I am shitting you. This here is Cynthia. He kind of turns down this hallway, and you see being led towards you, Egnor Armithor, a half snake woman with her lower half, just like the first, with a lower half that's an animal. You have a second. Harley, would you like to
Two
describe?
Gorgons on this team?
You have a very beautiful Gorgon woman with a baby face. She has, Harley, would you like to describe her look?
So I'm wearing a very tight pencil dress. The bottom half is obviously a snake. It's got green, purple, and orange shimmer to it. And then for my Medusa hair, I have orange snakes.
They're all over
all over.
They're all kind of all moving around and wiggling as you watch her very worm-like snake hair wriggle around. She's completely blindfolded. You see that the two goblins that are escorting her on her chains have her masked, so you cannot see her eyes. None of you can see her eyes. Cynthia, remember that task we talked about that would get you 3 years off your sentence?
It's Cynthia.
Yes, I know.
And yes, I remember it.
Well, this is the team. This here, I know you can't see him at the moment, but would you like to smell him? He kind of grabs you, Egnor, and Kukruli leads you to this kind of very tall serpent woman as Cynthia leans down and begins to. She breathes in your scent. She leans and smells you.
That is divine.
And then you kind of are pulled back. Cynthia, Mr. Armithor will be leading the team. Now, you did promise you'd be a good girl, and if I let you wear these, you see as he pulls out these large black sunglasses that have a very reflective frames. You cannot see the sides of her eyes when she puts them on. As you can see, they're like very steampunk, old school, reflective sunglasses. You can have your shades back, but you are not allowed to use your power on the team. Do you understand, Cynthia?
I'll try my best. But be warned, you piss me off. You're stoned.
She can be a little brash. But all jokes, eh, Cynthia? Here you are. He hands you, Cynthia. You take the sunglasses really fast as you grab them. The goblins turn you, take off your blindfold, and you quickly place on your sunglasses. All right, Mr. Armithor, this is your team. However, there's one last piece to the
you
puzzle.
said there were two more. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of where we get to our final hump in this mission. The last surviving member of the last team. He's a gnoll. Vicious. Killer. Part of a set of brothers. You may have heard of the two of them. Notorious killers throughout of Mala. Jekyll and Hyde. His brother Jekyll recently was killed in Loveland Town. A group of mercenaries seemingly took him out. His brother, however, recently escaped another dungeon after years of going into hiding. But we managed to capture Hyde right outside the city of Ulrich. He claimed that he knew the entrance to the Purple Dragon's hole, which is where I'm about to get into next. You see, this mission, all of you, Kukruli looks to the whole team, all of you. You see, you are all going up against a very dangerous predator. Underneath the city of Ulrich, a dragon by the name of Laxton has awoken from its slumber. It has also awoken a zombie horde, which is moving towards the city. Before we disperse any of our military, we want to try to get this handled as quietly and as calmly as possible. Each of you have skills that can help take out these zombies and this dragon. We depend on all of you. Mr. Armathor, do you think you can do this?
Why did you put me on this team?
Same.
Let's be honest, we don't really need Pretty Boy Knight with us. He's just another body for them to feed on.
Pretty Boy Knight has done more heroics, Timber, than you've ever done in your entire life. Shredding up children, shredding up innocent women, how is that heroic or anything in any way? I need Mr. Armathor here because each of you have proven yourself to be mentally unstable.
Oh, I think I am, but
I think you letting us do this means you're the most mentally unstable of all of us.
Queen. Fine. You all may have me there, but each of you have a shot at redemption here. Something to make you better than who you were in the past. Something to move forward so you don't have to be trapped here your whole existence. It's worth a shot, I would say. The only one not getting anywhere is your next companion. This is Hyde. You guys see as these goblins roll out on a Hannibal Lecter style metal trolley, a white asylum jacket wearing gnoll. He has red piercing eyes and teeth that are jagged and sharp. Most of you have met Hyde before in our stories. Kevin, I believe you saw him back in our special, you at least his brother, Jekyll.
Yes.
And Hyde here is now, once again, as you all hear him cackling, as you kind of see this hyena gnoll being wheeled out. He then sings a song to himself. I bought my ticket for the long way round. 2 bottle of whiskey for the way. And I sure would like some sweet company. And I'm leaving tomorrow, what do you say? Oh, when I'm gone. When I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my hair. You're gonna miss me everywhere. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. He's singing to himself as he's wheeled towards you. The goblins kind of like to untie him as he's still on his chain. Oh, Kukruli, what a team you've assembled this time. The last ones didn't survive. Do you really think that this team will do any better? He kind of just
I give Ruli the worst side eye I can.
I look at him too and I say, "Oh, thank you. You brought me a jester."
Ooh, look at this one. This one's different than the last girls. None of them were pretty. I like this one's tentacles. Is that Cynthia I see over there?
Hi.
Been a long time, eh, Cynthia? What do you want to do with that tail today? As he starts to laugh towards himself and he starts bursting out in cackles here and there. Kukruli then starts to escort the group one more time to your final destination. All right, team. now that you've all been assembled, it's time to get you into the mission. You've all been equipped with things that you'll need for said mission. Potions, weapons. You've all been equipped. Now, the first leg of this journey will be going through this tunnel. He walks you down another corridor. You guys all enter a room very much like his first office. Once again, he presses a button. Ignore the rest of the group. You see as the room again, just like the elevator before, moves immediately. You go up, 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 and then it immediately turns and drops. Woo! You drop down as you seem to go deeper, deeper into the lake. You then get to a tunnel that you all see before you as it opens a large gate. Hyde goes, familiar, familiarity. And as you all see this large murky water before you in this tunnel, it kind of goes across about a mile, you see. Or I guess whether you could see of a mile, but about a mile long, let's just say. As you see the water spreading, this tunnel is half full, dark, murky, disgusting, smelly, awful, putrid hallway. Kukruli looks to all of you. This is your entrance. However, it is flooded, as you can see. We've not been able to repair since the last group left. So, you're going to have to be very careful and cautious. Who knows what is lying in this murky water in this tunnel. However, when you get to the other side, there's a cave leading down underneath the city of Ulrich. Hyde here. He will guide you to that tunnel on the other side. That tunnel leads to another leading to the Purple Dragon. There's a horde of zombies blocking you from that dragon. Please be aware that these zombies are just undead. They're not infected, which means you cannot be infected by them. However, we don't know how many remain. So be ever watchful. He kind of grabs you, Egnor, and pulls you aside. The rest of you can hear him, but he pulls over Egnor. Mr. Armathor, have you heard the story of the scorpion and the frog?
Remind me how it goes.
Well, let's just say I think it's important for this mission that you remember it. There was a scorpion who wanted to cross a lake, and a frog who had the ability to. The scorpion said, I can't get across the lake. Can you help me? And the frog said, why would I do that? You would just sting me, and then we'd both die before you reached the other side. And the scorpion said, no, I won't do that. The frog said, all right, I'll help you. He took the scorpion on his back, and they went across. They got about halfway, and he stung him, killing the frog. The frog said, now we'll both die. Scorpion said, it's in my nature. Remember, each of these criminals are that scorpion. You are the frog.
I'm the frog in this situation.
Be ever vigilant and watchful. Good luck.
He feels one of my tentacles caress him on the side of the face again.
Just a little tentacle just around your neck. All right, everybody. So as we gonna now head into the game, everyone. Sorry for the introductions, but we had to get everybody introduced. Let's now head into the first mission. So, Egnor, you are all left here as Kukruli and the goblins leave you and your team. You're left on the banks of this kind of tunnel. It's a makeshift tunnel that leads to, once again, the underneath tunnel of Ulrich. It's once again, as I told you, infested with water that has been come into cracks of this tunnel. What you guys can see is just extremely murky water. Egnor, I'd like to start with you on just what would you like to do before we get to your other teammates?
I'm gonna pass the group as I address them entirely and say, all right, I've met all of you. You might have met me. You might have heard me. But the thing to know is if you stand in line and let me lead the show, we will all get to go home. All right.
So
I guess
Make my way to.
I guess I'll allow you to be the lead soldier here.
They all look. They kind of all take a
Oh
moment.
shit! Oh, we're doing that. All right, I'm gonna roll for persuade. Do I need to roll for persuasion or just?
Yeah,
are we just
roll
gonna
whatever
do
you
it
want.
out?
Roll. You can roll either intimidation or persuasion, either or.
You seem like a
I'm
wonderful
I'm trying to
person.
be persuasive. Yeah, I'm trying to be persuasive, and
I will be hard ass.
I'm not.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, he comes off as you guys all look at Egnor. He does seem rather weak. I mean, he is just a regular half human, half elf standing in front of you. He has a wispy mustache. He's wearing
Monsters.
bronze, kind of dented and burnt armor. That you look. Am I correct, Kevin? I'm sorry, I didn't let you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh
Sorry,
no,
everybody.
yeah, he's a half elf with a 5 o'clock shadow and scorched armor. It used to be brass, and now it's been blackened considerably. Yeah,
He's
loaded
kind
up
of.
with a few weapons.
I would say he's handsome, but a little nebbish, probably in his own way. A little bit like Kevin here in his own way. Extremely beautiful, but he also you can see there. You can see that there's age and there is a little bit of wear on Egnor. You all look at him, Queen. You definitely, as you said that, you're like you kind of move towards him. You don't get very intimidated by him, Queen, as you do definitely say though that you are letting him willing to lead you. Egnor, you do think this is odd, as this kind of half tentacled octopus woman kind of floats in front of you. It's odd. She's a demon, nothing you've ever experienced before.
Oh no, these are monsters, like straight up. Y'all are creepy, by the way. Y'all
Can I
pick some
slither over?
characters.
Yes.
Thank you.
So Cynthia, you what did you want to do, Cynthia?
I wanted to slither over towards the two of them because they're right next to each other, right?
Yes, right now, Queen, you've come up rather close to Egnor, let's say, about 5 feet.
You're my type of girl. I think we should be buds. But also, Egnor, you're trying really hard, but I like that. You're cute.
She
You
kind
can
of.
lead me anywhere.
Oh, so you kind of have these two women with both their lower halves of different animal creatures just kind of right in front of you. Cynthia, you kind of put your tail slightly, kind of locks tentacles with one of the queen's tentacles. You're trying to be buddy. So give me a charisma roll if you don't mind.
Powerful duo.
Let's see how this goes. Timber, while they're giving me a charisma roll here, and Egnor, you're kind of being pushed to the corner by these two women. Timber, what would you like to do as you look around this dark tunnel filled with water?
How deep is this water?
The water is about only 5 feet deep, as you can see. You can see the bottom of it, maybe 5 to 7 feet.
How tall
Cynthia,
is Mr. Bear Breaker over here?
Bear Breaker is about 10 feet tall.
Like how tall is the tunnel? Sorry.
Oh, sorry. The tunnel overall right now. Let's just say it's about like a. Let's say if Adriel, if you are about 10 to 13 foot tall, let's say that the tunnel is about 15 to 20 feet tall altogether, and the water that you have to get through right now, it seems to be about 5 feet deep, but it does look like it's murkier and deeper as it goes on ahead.
How long is the tunnel for?
Tunnel runs for about a mile, he said, about a mile to half a mile. And Cynthia, as your tail wraps around the queen's tentacle, Queen, you realize her tail is kind of slimy and cold and not as magical as your tentacles. It's even like kind of weirdly more rough than your tentacles, so it doesn't feel pleasant as she kind of wraps her snake tail around yours. It's not the best feeling. But anywho, Timber, what did you want to do?
I want to try to knock down Mr. Bear Break over here.
Okay, you're going right into it, trying to get into a tussle. Okay.
Listen, man, I'm sorry. I gotta do my thing.
Okay. So as you all
strength check or what?
Mountain.
Oh, we strength checking, all right.
Okay.
You better hope I win.
As you kind of. Okay, so Timber, you don't do a good strength check there. You try to go for a bump to kind of nudge and bump Bear Breaker to try to be like a dick.
But he's actually snuggling him.
Yeah, you just kind of brushed him, and it feels actually Adriel. His fur is actually really soft, and so like it just brushes you, like it feels good. It's like
I use conditioner. Okay. I'm a big boy. But that takes my fur.
This moment he looks down on me, he's like, you really thought that was something? I've broken bears twice your size.
Okay, give me an intimidation check on that one. As you kind of turn to this bear who seems to want to have rubbed you the wrong way, but didn't. In fact, rubbed you the right way. It felt quite comfortable. So
I'm gonna roll with like a real die.
yeah, you can go. You can roll with your real die.
Oh,
It's fine. I have mine
please,
written
please give me like a 1 or a 2. Okay, please.
Okay. A 17.
Fuck you.
Okay. So yeah, well. You're a huge guy, so you look down at this bear, Timber. He's pretty intimidating as he looks down at you. So Timber, you are a frightening bear. I mean, you're fucking frightening, Timber. But even this giant, you can tell that he's pretty intimidating. He could probably take that bear snout of yours and fuck it up. And it's already fucked up as you have some scars that run down your snout, as you know. Luna, as you look around this tunnel, what do you want to do? I'm going to give you a moment to take a moment to observe as you look around. Anything you want to do, Luna?
So I'm gonna pull down my goggles of the night from my head down, like over across my eyes.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to use my let's see. I'm going to use my staff of swarming insects, and then I'm going to summon a bunch of fireflies to kind of light up down where the tunnel leads.
Okay. So that's pretty cool. So as you all watch, Luna steps forward, kind of the only one being actually like pragmatic here, and she kind of, once again, she's a nerd scientist. You kind of step up. Not that you're a nerd. I shouldn't say that. You're not a nerd. You're doing the right thing. That's not nerdy. You're just being a good person.
No, she's a nerd.
No, being a good person is a nerd. That's what that means. So Luna, as you kind of put on your goggles, it's really cool. You all watch as this kind of spooky, really pale, quirky tiefling girl. She puts on these big goggles, these night goggles, and she takes out this little staff. The staff grows immediately in your hand, Luna, and you guys watch as the top of the staff has like a bug on it. It's like a giant magical kind of praying mantis at the end of this staff, and the staff moves, and out of the praying mantis just kind of swarm of fireflies just grow, and it lights up the tunnel as you all watch as Luna, your staff has indeed let out the magical fireflies that you can conjure. And give me a perception roll, please, or let's do an investigation roll, actually, Luna, as you look around the tunnel. And all of you, as she does an investigation, I want all of you. Perfect, Luna. I want you all to then also roll because she did so well and lit it up. And you investigated the area. You all do a perception roll for me, please, or just also, I guess, to see what you see.
Let's see what I get.
Timber, great job.
I got a 32.
Oh, great
I got
job. Great job. Yeah, Queen, you have a lot of pluses. You also, okay.
32.
Cynthia. So
I mean,
Cynthia,
I can roll anyway if you want.
I got a 17 again with perception.
Okay.
Oh
I got a
damn,
plus
I didn't
2.
do bad. 18.
Okay, so all of you did good except for Cynthia. So as she's kind of too obsessed with looking at you, Ignore, as like her snake gorgon eyes behind her sunglasses are just staring at you. Cynthia's kind of her snake tongue kind of licks her own lips. Ignore as she kind of is like just staring at you. And then Hyde, he needs to roll as well. And he did really good. Okay, so Hyde rolled the 16. So and he has a plus on that actually, I believe. So he did well. So all of you look around the tunnel and you're all rolled really well. So all but Cynthia see that the water is indeed full of pieces of zombie limbs. There's dead body parts just wriggling around inside of the water in this tunnel. You guys see like severed arms that are still like slightly moving. One of a zombie head kind of floats in the water, and you watch as it goes like.
So as I kind of see the zombie head like going by, I pluck it out of the water and hold it up by the hair and go, "Isn't this fascinating?" And then I shove it in Igor's
You just
face
like hold
and
up this zombie head in front of you. As you do, I need you though to make a dexterity check for me, please, because it immediately tries to bite you as you grab the head out of the water. It goes and tries to just nip right at you. Okay, so you didn't get bit. However, the head kind of wriggled out of your hand immediately, Luna, and it falls into the water. A
As
splash.
it kind of falls into the water, I just look like I lost a new toy.
Oh, it's just disappointment. Oh, and all the rest of you, as you see these different body parts, you, Queen of Chaos, as you are the one who can sense darkness the most, and you had a good perception while you looked to the water. In fact, Queen of Chaos, as you know, you are a little bit indeed half yourself a water demon, and you look through the water, you sense a beast inside of the water, Queen of Chaos, and you see through the murky depths a long kind of reptilian tail go through the water. What would you like to do, Queen of Chaos?
Um, all right, my servants. There happens to be a reptilian creature in the water. I just thought I would let you know since I don't know if you lesser beings could possibly even perceive this.
At that moment, Hyde just jumps out of the out in front of all of you. Something in the water! Something in the water! Let's go! Let's go! And he kind of just immediately, before any of you can do anything, before Egnor you can say anything, before anybody here does anything, Hyde just jumps in the water like a crazed animal, going to try to get into this situation. He, however, needs to try to dodge a swarm of limbs. So as Hyde jumps in the water, he voids it with a 19. So he jumps in the water, and you guys watch as Hyde, Egnor, you're supposed to be watching him, and he immediately
I'm
disappears
watching him.
into the murky water. And then he pops back up immediately a second later. Come on, the water is fine. I'm a sea-nosed reptile. And he kind of gets back into the water.
That's the spirit, Hyde.
I
All right, everyone, move
appreciate
out.
his initiative.
What did you say, Egnor? What
It's-
did you say?
Oh, it's the same thing. I was like, "That's the spirit, Hyde," and then I
Oh
turned to the
yeah,
rest of the
both,
group and say,
both of you,
like,
both of you are just impressed with him
yeah.
going for it. The rest of you,
Hero's
what?
just mean mugging him. He's just mean mugging him because I think he's trying. He knows his voice, but he doesn't know from where. That's why he's just like deeply staring at him.
I would like you to do a history check for me, Adriel, about Hyde for you.
Okay, please be high. Come on. Okay. Oh, I got a nat 20.
Okay, natural 20. Roll those heavy dice. So you get a nice nat 20 there, everybody. So you remember, Adriel, you close your eyes and you remember as you hear Hyde's laugh again echoing through this tunnel. You remember, Adriel, that you used to fight alongside a friend of yours by the name of Zora, a lion barbarian fighter who at one time you used to battle with. And you remember that he talked about his brother being killed by two Knoll barbarian thieves, one of them named Hyde.
About this moment, he gets up. He stands up a little bit more straight. He starts to walk towards him. Looks like he's about to strike him.
Okay, well, you're headed towards the water. As you get into the water, Adriel, I need you also actually to do a dex save for me. You need to get out of the way of a swarm of zombie limbs, and I need you to you need to break a 14.
Okay.
If you don't, then the limbs, these kind of zombie arms in the water floating around Adriel as they kind of move, and one of them reaches out towards you.
What is it again? It's a
You gotta
dexterity.
break. Yeah, you gotta break. It's a dexterity, and you gotta break a 14, please.
Okay. No way. I got a 19.
Okay, all right, so that's good. So you kind of get in the water, you just push the limbs out of your way as you wade through the water and kind of head to where Hyde seems to be swimming. The rest of you, let's say that you also start to head into the water towards where you need to go. So I need Egnor, Cynthia, Luna, Queen of Chaos, please, and Timber to all make dexterity saving throws for me, please. Egnor, oh man. So unfortunately, Egnor, as you're grabbed by a limb that just scratches at you, one of the severed arms, it reaches up and slices at your face. You do
I
take
got
damage.
17.
Okay, so you're
But
good,
I've got
Timber.
that armor.
I
I
also got
have
a
that armor
17.
at the very least.
You're good, Luna. You're good, Timber.
I
Oh,
got an 11.
oh, so Cynthia too. So both Egnor and Cynthia you need to take 7 hit points of damage, please.
Is this necrotic damage or is it
Wait,
just
what am
like
I
melee
rolling?
slashing?
Am I rolling
damage?
something?
Yes, Queen of Chaos, you're rolling a dex save for me, please.
Oh, okay. For some
And
reason, I thought we were rolling
it's just
initiative.
regular damage.
All right.
Yeah, it's just regular damage. It's just as Queen, you're fine.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just as if the limbs were scratching at you. So Cynthia, you take a scratch, and Egnor, you definitely take a scratch as you guys take 7 hit points of damage.
Right.
I laugh at him.
And so Cynthia and Egnor, did you guys want to fight these limbs at all, or are you guys just gonna?
I was gonna say, can I react by slicing my green sword at it and at least cutting it in half?
Yeah.
I'm pissed off. That's disgusting.
All right, so let's have you do. You're gonna take your green sword out, and let's see if you go for it. You hit, so you take that. So this is an initiative. This isn't an initiative battle, everybody. I'm just doing if you hit. Let's do basic attacks on these swarm of limbs. But you definitely hit. So you take out that swarm of limbs. You do it. Let's see the damage you do with the green sword. They each have just 20 hit points, by the way, everybody. These zombies. So great job. You took it half down. That zombies basically the limbs are almost gone. Fantastic. All right. So as Egnor, she kind of Cynthia slices the things out of the way. There's kind of still some floating arms about in the water. Is there anything you'd like to do, Egnor?
Oh yeah, no. I mean, just I guess I'm just like hacking away at whatever's in the water.
Yeah,
like,
just give me.
Okay, so I really appreciate the fireflies that Luna has created. She's my favorite now. So how can I see what's that there's chunks of dead things in the water?
Yes, you guys can see that the fireflies kind of fill in this tunnel and kind of hover over where you guys are, and they give off this radiant glow, and you guys can definitely see the water in front of you now, within about 10 feet, let's say.
In that case, yeah, I'm just gonna use my javelin and just like as a spear fisherman and just try to like clear a path.
All right. If you
so
don't mind, if you don't mind, just give me a simple strength check on that one and see just how you do like hacking them up.
Oh,
you just gotta beat. You just gotta beat like a. I think for the swarm, you just have to beat a.
Boom. 21.
Oh, fantastico! So you do it. So as you kind of just kill the rest of that, you chop up the end of the swarm of the zombie limbs. You guys get through them. You manage to chop them all up. Egnor and Cynthia, you both kind of rid of this zombie swarm of limbs that they're all just dispersed. Good job, guys. I thought that was going to be harder for you guys, but that was really actually not that tough at all. So the zombie limbs just are all kind of floating in the water. They cease to be moving in front of you guys, you see. Queen of Chaos, you still sense that reptilian thing that you saw before. You again see it within the water as all of you guys get closer and closer. I do need you all now, however, to make an initiative roll for me, please, as you are going to be going into a fight against. As you move a little bit further, the reptilian tail shoots out of the water and splashes down on all of you guys. As you're all hit by a whole bunch of water, you see as this kind of greenish purple, large, giant crocodile jumps out of the water with its large snapping mouth, and it closes up and down. And then as you see as it splashes up, 2 zombies fly out of the water with it. Large zombies as they hit the ground. So, yes, please make your initiative rolls for me, please.
Oh, no.
I'm set.
I got a 7.
I got an 8. I got an 8. I got higher than you. Oh, my gosh. I thought it was the lowest.
I got a 12.
Agnor looks around at all these giant monsters. Is he the runt of the group, by the way?
Yeah, I think you're the smallest, except for Luna, maybe.
Yeah, the one time I play a tall character, I'm still the short one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all these big monsters talking smack at me. I just kind of I just let them have at it to start.
All right. So
I purposely rolled a 1 for initiative. That was totally a thing I wanted to do.
So the first one actually to go. Yeah. So the first one actually to go, weirdly with the initiative, is I believe Hyde. Actually, wait, hold on. What was everybody's initiative? My thing, I think, is glitching on my end.
18.
I got an 8. I got an 8.
Hold on. Okay. Let me do this. Sorry, everybody. 1 second. Read off your initiatives again for me one more time. My thing glitched on my end. I just have to check it out. What was yours, Adriel? 18? Okay. Agnor, what was yours?
2.
2? Luna, what was
I
yours?
rolled a 1 again.
12.
12, okay. Cynthia?
7.
7. Okay. Queen of Chaos?
7.
7. Okay. Timber?
I got 18.
Okay, fantastic. Sorry about that, everybody. My thing was just being dumb. Okay. So Adriel, you're actually up first, my man. So let's get back to it. Sorry, everybody. Thank you for bearing with me.
I was on first. I got an 8.
Yeah, so you're the closest to the crocodile, Adriel. Let's say
Wait,
right
did you
now.
get 8 or
Actually, 5 would
18?
be the closest, but you're all within 10 feet of it.
Oh shoot. Okay.
All right,
At this
everybody.
moment, he's. Oh, do I go?
Yes, sir.
Okay. At this moment, he's gonna be like, "Finally, a battle!" And then he goes into rage immediately.
Okay, so you guys watch as this giant, the half giant, just kind of swells up in front of you. His gray, tatted skin bulks up as he jumps out of the water towards the giant purple-green kind of crocodile. And you go down. You're gonna rage. What do you want to do?
He's gonna rage, jump up, and pull out his axe and go for like an overhead hit. I'm gonna roll die.
You just gotta break. You gotta break a 14.
Got you. Got a 14 with a +8. So I hit.
Okay. Yeah, you guys have a lot of pluses on your guys' stuff right now.
Got you. And then I'm gonna go for damage right now.
You take out your giant axe. You guys watch as he jumps in the air. He swings down. 14 damage done as you slice into the shoulder of this giant crocodile. The crocodile kind of hisses. And it kind of turns around as it bleeds profusely now out of its shoulder that you just did a giant kind of chunk out of. You watch as this giant gray friend of yours just slices it with its axe. It's rather impressive. Egnor, you can see that the hero status that is inside Adriel is definitely seen here as he looks agile, strong, muscular. Reminds you of a lot of old soldiers you fought with in the back in the day, Egnor. Great job, Adriel. Anything else you can do?
Got like 3 more attacks, so we're just gonna start hacking at him.
Go for it.
All right. Oh, I do not hit on that second one. I got a nat 1. All right, let's try for this third one. I do hit on that. I got a 15 +8.
Okay, what's the damage, sir?
All right, we're gonna go for this one. See what this is. Dang, this thing is rolling for like. Dang.
8.
I got an 8 on that one.
And +2.
And I'm gonna go for my very last swing. Oh yeah, +2. I forgot about that. Then I'm gonna go for one more hit.
You got another hit.
It's
pretty impressive, everybody.
This is my last one. I got 15.
Fantastic. You guys watch as this barbarian, giant gray barbarian just slices and is hacking at this giant crocodile in front of you. You guys watch as the blood from this crocodile and its scales kind of spreads around in the water. What's the damage on that one?
Damn.
I got an 8.
Another 10. Fantastic.
Actually got 10. Oh damn!
Yes, sir.
Him up.
Yes, sir. Okay. So we're up to Timber. You're up as you kind of follow. You're kind of obviously you don't want to let the bear breaker get the best of you, Timber. So you guys watch as this grizzly bear jumps up next, right up towards the crocodile to almost compete with you, Adriel, as if he's trying to show off. Timber, what do you want to do?
I mean, I don't need to be all fancy and go into rage to kill this motherfucker, so I'm just gonna start swinging with my sword.
You guys watch as this giant grizzly bear, it's a frightening sight, as a giant grizzly takes out a giant sharp blade, and he starts to swing it around. You gotta hack at it, you gotta break a 14 for me, please, Timber.
I got a 10 +7, so 17.
Fine. You do it, you got it, you hit him. 10 damage.
10 damage. I'm just gonna do the same thing.
Fantastic. Go for it again. You swing it again. You and Adriel are both slicing at this giant beast as you both are just kind of looking at each other, just ferociously, kind of in competition.
I missed on the second one. I only got 3. So
Timber, you fail again to compare to Adriel, as
Oh.
he, the bear breaker, seems to do better than you. As you slice again, and unfortunately, Timber, you miss on your second slice. The crocodile kind of hisses again and then turns around. Luna, you are going to be up next, actually.
So I'm going to start out with casting Chill Touch. So I'm going to create a ghostly skeletal hand, and it's a ranged spell attack. So I'm going to use it to try and wrap around the crocodile's mouth.
Okay.
So what do I have to beat?
A 14.
Oh, well, I got 26.
You're great. Fantastic. Chill Touch. So you kind of wanted, you said you wanted to wrap the Chill Touch around its mouth?
Yes, so it's going to do, I need a roll for damage, but it's going to take necrotic damage, so it can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
Okay. Fantastic. So you use this dark, cold touch on it. Great job, Luna. So you guys watch as this tiefling sorceress girl, once again, you put your insect staff away, Luna. And Luna, when you hit it, you said you wanted to wrap it around its mouth. So the crocodile's kind of mouth starts to freeze. You all watch as this kind of icy kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? This icy, you know what I'm talking about, when it's like a very thin ice and it goes over and it coats it around the frost. Thank you. Killer frost. So it's like very much killer frost like, Luna, as you kind of chill the crocodile's mouth. It kind of has a hard time breaking it and opening it. It goes like, because it kind of freezes. Great job. It took 18 hit points of damage. Wow, you guys are really going through this crocodile. Luna, you want to do anything else?
So next it's still standing in the water, right?
Yes, it is. It kind of is looking and kind of flailing around now at you guys.
I'm going to cast Frostbite, and I'm going to aim it to kind of like freeze around the crocodile's legs.
All right. Do I have to do a dex save, or is that another hit?
So it's a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. What do I gotta beat?
14.
Okay. Oh, and you hit. I only rolled a 7. So what is the damage there?
It's going to take 6 frost damage.
Okay, so you guys watch as this. It's a cold-blooded creature, so it's not doing well. So it's like taking this cold and just you're really fucking with it as this kind of crocodile is thrashing about in this murky water. I believe, Luna, that is the end of your turn, yes?
Yes, and then since it took frost damage, its next weapon attack roll, it's going to have a disadvantage.
Yes, gotcha. All right, so Hyde is up next. You watch as Hyde pops out of the water, and he just points at all of you. He just kind of watches, and that's his turn as he cackles to himself, not helping or contributing in any way. He just kind of points to all of you. This is fun! So much fun! There's the big boy! And he kind of claps
Gives him
his
the
hands.
meanest side eye.
So you just look,
Gives
and he
him
kind
the
of then...
meanest side eye.
He looks to you, Adriel, as he sees you side-eye him, and he just goes... and out of the water, and he just kind of flicks his tongue at you over and over. The giant crocodile is up. The crocodile gets pissed off, and it turns immediately over to you, Luna, that tried to cast all that frostbite and all the cold magic on it. The crocodile immediately lunges towards you in its first action, Luna. It's going to spring towards you. It lands about, let's say it was about 10 feet away from you. It needs to do this to be 5 feet away. So it jumps definitely forward. It kind of swims through the water and comes up to you, Luna. It tries to attack you with a bite. So I need to try to get you, Luna. What is your armor class? It is a 16. So it needs to... I hit you, Luna. So the crocodile bites you as it grabs you on your arm, Luna, and pulls you into the water. He kind of starts to swiftly pull your arm around, and you take... Hold on 1 second. You take 21 hit points of damage, Luna.
Damn!
God dang.
As crocodile kind of thrashes you around and has it. You also need to get out of the grapple, so you need to roll for me, please. A dexterity roll, and you need to break a 16, Luna.
I believe in you, Luna.
I got a 7.
Oh, shit. So, Luna,
Nice knowing
unfortunately,
you, Luna.
Luna, you are unfortunately trapped in this crocodile's mouth as it is thrashing you about. The crocodile then is going to refocus on you, Queen of Chaos, and it's going to use its tail to try to whip you, Queen, who's not that far away now. As you turn to the Queen of Chaos, you need to break a dexterity saving throw, please, of 14, Queen of Chaos.
All right. Aw, damn it.
So, Queen of Chaos, you also take
Got an
21 hit
8.
points of damage as you immediately get swapped by this
No.
giant tail. Bash! And Queen of Chaos, you're slammed against the wall.
21?
21. Yep.
Damn. I'm already at 30 hit points.
All right, well, that is the crocodile's turn. Cynthia, you are up.
Oh my goodness, this is more of annoying than I thought it was going to be. I'm going to use a sneak attack, and
Okay.
I'm going to pull out my my pepper gun that my snake hair actually is holding. They have it kept in there. So I go, gun.
Oh,
whip it out for me.
So your snake's out of your hair. They pull out like this pepper box kind of gun. It's holding it
It
in
was
your.
hiding in there.
So they kind of
That
then
is
give it to you
super
like
cool.
a hand, kind of hands you your gun. You have to break a 14, please, with your pepper box.
Okay, so if it's a sneak attack, that's I get extra.
You get an extra +5. Yes. You hit. You definitely hit. Okay.
Thank God.
And then you do. So you hit with your pepper box. Damage is. So you watch as all Cynthia pulls out this gun. She aims. Bap, bap, bap. 15 hit points of damage.
So I got 10 plus I have extra damage.
15 hit points.
You already do this one?
Yeah, I already did that one.
Oh, never mind.
And then you hit again. That was the other one. So you can have one more attack, Cynthia.
So by the way, I was aiming for his chest.
Okay, so bap,
so not to try to get Luna since she's still thrashing in his mouth.
Okay.
And I'm also, how close am I?
You are within 7 feet right now because you were back where Queen and where Egnor were and stuff, and they were about 5 to 7 feet away now after it lunged forward towards Luna. So you are close enough. You're about 7 to 5 feet away from the beast.
Okay. Then I'm just going to try to shove my sword. I'm just going to keep stabbing him with it so I don't use up all my bullets.
All right.
So I'm going to use my green sword. I'm going to go up to it.
You did not hit this time. So as you try to slice at this, you do not hit. As you take out the sword, as the crocodile turns to look at you after you shoot it, slice, you miss as the crocodile's thrashing again. Luna, you're still inside the mouth of this crocodile. As it thrashes you in the tunnel in this water, you go up and down and up and down. Queen of Chaos, you're up.
All right, I am going to use. Wait, how many hit points does he have left?
16 hit points on this giant crocodile.
Okay, I'm gonna use baleful teleportation.
Okay.
Okay, so basically what it does is I'm gonna rapidly teleport the target, which is the crocodile, in place, leaving pieces of it behind each time.
Okay. So you want to try to.
So he has to do a Constitution save of 11.
Okay, so you want to teleport a piece of him? You're trying to like.
So it teleports the whole crocodile, but it teleports like pieces of it are breaking off because it's teleporting really fast.
Okay,
It's turning
okay.
into Legos.
Yeah, but remember, your friend is still in its mouth. Luna
is it my friend?
All right.
Okay. And remember, the cellmate you met 5 minutes ago is in its mouth.
So Luna, you also have to do a dexterity saving throw for me, please. Here.
Sorry, Amelia.
So Queen of Chaos.
I got a 5. Oh my god.
So Amelia, you don't do great there. However, Amelia, I'm going to give you a shot here for this. I want you to also roll to see if you can get out of the giant crocodile's mouth for your grapple. I'm going to give you a chance here, just because she's doing this. This is an interesting move.
Another dexterity?
Yes. You usually don't do this, but I'm going to just let you.
I got a 10.
Okay, so unfortunately you're still in the mouth. So unfortunately you're still inside this crocodile's mouth.
Okay, then Let me see here. I have to roll for the damage, I guess, then.
Well, hold on. Let's see if the crocodile. What do I have to roll? It's a dex save of what?
11.
Okay.
Or no,
Hope
no,
this
it's
thing makes
it's
it.
Constitution of 11.
Okay. Well, either way he beat it because so it definitely unfortunately your teleport thing didn't work because he beat it. So the crocodile, unfortunately, while you were trying to cast it, Queen of Chaos, it's moving around too much. So unfortunately, you didn't hit the crocodile. It didn't land in your teleportation, like in the circle that you wanted to use. The crocodile's moving too much. However, you can do another attack.
Dang it. Okay. Then I will do. Let's do this Ray of Frost.
Okay.
We'll do
Okay.
that one.
So you have to break a 14.
Yeah. Let's see. I got a 10.
A 10, and so you don't hit that one either. So Queen of Chaos, you're having a hard time this time. As you shoot this ray of frost, once again, the crocodile moves around too much, and you miss. The Queen of Chaos, as you're trying to focus, you can't get this right as you're trying to do this, but it doesn't seem to be working. So, however, that leads us on to the zombie next. So one of the zombies that got thrown out of the water then pivots to you, Egnor. The zombie kind of goes over to you. And one of the zombies, Egnor, tries to lunge at you, and he tries to do a simple bite attack. Or not a bite, sorry, just a regular melee hit. The zombie tries to do Egnor. And what is your armor class?
19.
19. It does not hit you. So the zombie does not hit. He tries again. He does not hit. So the zombie kind of tries to hit you, Egnor. It's just kind of bumping you like. So it does not. So it does nothing. The next zombie is on the other side, over by you, Adriel, in the water. Adriel, he kind of tries to go to you now, as the zombie tries to do an attack to you. You have a different type of 16. Does not hit. Hits. So unfortunately, Adriel, you take 5 hit points of damage only.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Well, actually,
only
wouldn't
5.
it be halved?
Yes, I guess you're right. Yeah, so you only take, I guess, let's just say 2 hit points of damage.
Yeah, he's laughing at that.
And the zombie is going to. So, Egnor, you're finally up, buddy.
Okay. That I had a plan, and then the one person I liked on this team is being in the death roll of a crocodile. No one's gotten her out yet.
Sorry.
This sucks. I don't blame you. I'm not blaming you. I'm saying this is what happened.
No, he's blaming you. Roll better, damn it.
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Do you do called shots? Let's go bold. Do you do called shots?
Yeah, if you want, I'll do whatever you want.
Okay. I am. I'm sorry. I gotta do this just right.
Come on, Egnor.
All right. I'm gonna cast haste.
Okay.
Which we're starting big. I'm gonna cast haste. So, and I'm doing it on myself because I'm selfish.
Yeah, of course.
So I get double speed, +2 to AC, advantage on dex saves, and an additional action. So I've still got 2 more actions. So that first new action is I'm gonna take the javelin. I'm calling my shot, which is it a dex weapon if I'm throwing a javelin, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. So because I have advantage on that, it cancels out the disadvantage I would get on the called shot. So now I just have to do a normal roll, but -12. So
okay.
I just looked all this stuff up. I've never done this before. Oh fuck! It does not hit.
Okay.
All right. Well, it was worth a shot. Shit. So then I turn around now. This is action number 2, and now I'm unarmed.
Okay.
In front of the zombie attacking me.
So you throw one
punch
javelin. Nothing. Yeah, you throw one javelin, it just misses one of the zombies completely.
No,
fuck.
I was going for the gator.
Going for the gator. So you throw it.
Yeah.
The gator's moving a lot, so you throw the javelin. Unfortunately, you miss that hit. That happens.
Yep.
Queen of Chaos couldn't do it, and she's a demon. So
yeah. Probably should have learned from that. And
Yeah.
now I've got this, and now I've got a zombie that was just attacking me, and I'm unarmed, so I'm just gonna try to sock it in the jaw. That's my third action.
Okay.
So
So
I'm just doing a melee attack.
yeah, you just have to beat an 8. So
This went so poorly.
it's okay. It's okay.
This looked really cool.
Oh my god! I bought the wrong way to die.
You literally
Only
you're
low
literally 1
numbers.
point off. All right.
The
Ignore.
third one I have rolled tonight.
Oh my god.
Ignore. You punch this zombie. And you managed to punch the zombie, Egnor, because it was close to an 8. However, you go to punch, and the jaw of the zombie just like comes off. It doesn't affect it in any way. It's just like gross. So you're just like, oh, it does nothing as the zombie still seems to be moving towards you. However, that brings us back up to Adriel. What are you gonna do?
Well, do I get a bonus action? I just want to yell shit really loudly.
Shit! So as you guys watch, he does this. He misses his zombie. He just kind of falls into the murky water. Egnor, you splash in the waters. You miss the punch, and you get up, and you're drenched in this gross water. Adriel, what do you want to do? As the crocodile is thrashing around about 10 feet away from you.
At this moment, he's like looking at everybody. He wants to go after Hyde, to finish off some unfinished business, and he also wants to kill the bear. He looks more towards Luna. And he's like, "Well, she needs help." But he runs. And he goes for an overhead axe hit. You know, like he did the first time onto the gator's back.
Okay, so you turn to the gator's back. You're gonna go down. You got to break a 14 for me, please. You're so close. You guys got only 16 hit points on this beast.
Let's do this. Oh yeah, I got a 15 plus 8. We got it. We in there.
Fantastic. What is the damage, please?
Okay.
So with your rage, you're thinking about attacking Hyde. You're thinking about attacking Timber. Instead, you focus on the task at hand, Adriel, like a hero would, and you kind of gather yourself. You slam the axe into the gator's back. What's the damage?
8.
So that's +2. So that's an 8.
That's a 6. Oh, it's an 8, and then I'm gonna go for one more one more hit.
Got you. So go for it. You got to break 14 again, please. But you have a plus, so you have
a 15 again.
Fantastic. Plus 8.
All right, let's do it.
If you guys want to play as strong characters, Goliaths and Paladins and Clerics can get pretty strong. And monks too.
We should have played as an alligator.
Oh yeah, got 11.
Man, I know, right? So that's 13 damage there. So you guys watch as this
13.
giant, your giant friend on your team, Egnor, once again, you turn to see the one that you were not warned, but told that would be more of a hero, is indeed proving himself to be. So Adriel, as you lift up your hammer or your giant axe, you slice the gator or the crocodile right into his back. It lets out a giant hiss. Luna, you fly out of its mouth as it drops you and spits you out, Luna. You land in the murky water as it begins to fill up with the blood of this giant crocodile. You hear it moan. It sounds a lot like the thing from Lord of the Rings. Remember the troll that goes like, remember that thing when it does that in like the first one and then it like falls down like that? That's kind of the sound this kind of croc makes before it goes like hisses and then you hear nothing as it floats down to the murk in this tunnel. You're all left now with only these 2 zombies kind of half alive standing around you as you've killed this gator. Timber, you're up next.
Can I do one more thing?
Oh, yes, you can still do another attack, yes.
I think before I do my attack on the zombie that's actually in front of what's his name again?
Egnor.
It is Egnor. He kind of leans out a hand to like help up Luna to see if like she'll let him help.
All right.
I kind of like grab his hand and like pull myself up out of the water and just kind of like spit out some of like the water.
The gross. So Luna, you like spit out the water, the gross, murky, bloody water from your mouth. You spit it out onto Adriel. You're like, it's just like instinctive, like you gotta get it out of your body. Just like spit it all over him. But Adriel, luckily she's so small.
As I'm doing that too, I'm taking off my goggles to kind of wring them out, and there's just pieces of like zombie parts like stuck in them.
Ugh. So you just wring out your goggles. Yeah, there's like gross, a chunk of like skin just drips from the top front of the goggle. And Adriel, you're so tall, the spit that she just spit up out of her body just like drips down your stomach as you kind of watch as it just pours down you. The rest of you,
Does
you
he
have
really
two.
care?
You
I
have
guess
two.
not. And then he goes for swing.
Okay, good. So you're gonna try to hit the other zombie.
I'm gonna try to hit this one real quick.
All right.
Does a 12 plus 8.
Yeah,
Does that hit?
yeah. I mean, yeah. They only have 8 armor class, so yeah, you hit. What is the
Okay,
damage?
say less. All right. What I get?
Don't worry, we'll take a break after this fight, everybody. Just so you know. Great.
All right, I got a 12.
Fantastic. So the first zombie is dead. You guys have killed the first zombie as you once again you slice him in half. Adriel, slice. You guys watch as the first zombie next to you, Egnor, slices in half, falls apart just into the water. The murky remains of the zombie kind of just fall. It looks at you as its eyes are like still moving in its head. Egnor, as you watch it float to the bottom. Adriel, you once again have helped another friend of yours as you stand before them. So Timber, there's one more zombie remaining and you're up next. So what would you like to do?
Where's the javelin that Dagnor threw?
Oh, it's just in the water at this point. There's just a jab.
Somewhere near the crocodile.
I wanna pick it up, and I want to taunt him.
All right. So you pick up the javelin in the water. You see it. This large grizzly bear in the middle of the battle just picks up this javelin. You go over to Egnor. What would you like to say, Timber?
Oh no, I'm staying a little far away. I'm like some soldier you are, and I like chuck it at him, like as you know, like I'm tossing it to him, but in reality, I'm throwing it at him just to see what happens.
Okay, so I want Egnor. You have to make a
I
dex.
didn't understand that.
Shit, my bad.
The robot.
Siri. Hey,
It's
Siri.
the voice. It's Luna's whispers. Okay, so Egnor, I need you to make a dexterity guess if he throws it to you.
Luckily, I have advantage on dex saves now because of that spell.
Listen, I don't want to kill you. I just want to see what's up. Like I want to see what you can do.
We're gonna see. I'm gonna use the real die. We're gonna see what happens.
Real die. Okay.
Okay,
here we go.
So it was a 16 plus just general dexterity.
Yeah, just a check.
Right?
He just chucked it at you. He just is a bear. So he just chucked it at you.
Yeah. So I rolled a 17.
Okay, so you catch it. You catch it like he chucks it at you. You catch it. You don't catch it like doofily. You catch it, but I mean you can feel like the weight that he threw it at you at, like it was slightly aggressive. But he caught it. But Timber, he caught it. He's not a pussy. He caught it.
All right, my last action, I just point at the next zombie and I'm like, show me what you got.
Show me what you got. Okay, so that's your next action as you point to the zombie. However, Luna, before Timber can do anything, you're up next, Luna.
I politely tell him it's not my turn yet.
Oh. You just look at just you and this bear.
And then I take the staff, stick it in the ground, and just sit on it like this and just wait.
Oh, shit! It's getting aggressive. You guys have this testosterone.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That doesn't happen in 6 seconds. It's fine.
I thought it would. All right, Luna, you're up. What do you want to do to this last zombie?
So first things first, I'm going to take a potion of healing. So that's going to give me 2d4 plus 2 hit points.
Okay.
So I got 7 plus 2, so I got 9 hit points back.
Okay. Go for it.
And then, what's the other zombie at?
He's at 20 right now.
Okay. I'm going to cast a Chill Touch again to kind of like grab around the zombie's throat. So I'm going to roll to hit its armor class. I did not do well. I got a 7.
Okay, you got a 7. Did you have an advantage though on that or no?
That was with advantage. That was
that's with. Oh, okay. No, you didn't on that one.
We are not having a good day here.
That was with a plus 6 advantage.
Oh my god.
That didn't work, so I'm just gonna cast Ray of Frost at it. So it's gonna shoot a frigid beam of blue-white light. It's gonna strike it. So it's going to roll to his armor class. 21.
You did it. 21, 21. You got him. What is the damage?
So he's going to take 9 damage, but also his speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
All right. Well, he's a zombie, so he doesn't have much mobility or much good speed anyway.
Well, now
so
he's slower.
he's even slow. Yeah, you took off like one of his legs, so the zombie's just like even slower than a zombie would be. However, Hyde is up next, and Hyde definitely jumps out of the water right behind this zombie. And he kind of just comes down immediately with a dagger that he has, and he's going to attack as well. He breaks it, and he hits with an... Okay, so he's dead. So you watch as Hyde just slices off the head of this last zombie. As the head of the zombie, it just falls, hits the complunk in the water, and Hyde goes, "What fun have we all had today? Come on, the tunnel's this way. Tunnel's this way!" So Hyde then kind of begins to turn around as you all watch this gnoll begin to run off into the murky water before you. Here's where we're going to take a quick break, everybody. Let's take a break for about 5 minutes. I have a video we're going to play, and then we're going to come back and only play for about another 15 to 20 minutes, and then we're going to call it the end of today's part 1. So, let's go on a quick little break. Jade, I'm going to pull up the screen, and you guys enjoy this. By the way, there's a little treat in here for you guys, a little song, a little cover by Hyde, and I hope you guys all enjoy it.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Wonder
Oh
what
my
it's
goodness.
gonna be.
Dang. I'm doing my thing today. I'm happy.
Okay, hold on.
Call the neighbor kids, the trash can lids, and buckets on their.
Hello?
Call the neighbor kids, the trash can lids, and buckets on their heads. Cause I'm telling you, we're gonna need a little help tonight. So hey man, check this out. Downtown's a riot and something's spreading through the crowd. Try Channel 9, I'm pretty sure they're headed straight for this part of town. I can't be certain, but I swear I hear them just outside. There's no way that this is real, so count me in. Call the neighbor kids, the trash can lids, and buckets on their heads. Cause I'm telling you, we're gonna need a little help tonight. So grab something sharp, find some cover, kill the lights, and nail the back door shut. This isn't funny anymore. Oh no, this means war. Don't say I got my ticket for the long way round, the one with the prettiest of views. It's got mountains, it's got rivers, it's got sights that will give you shivers, but it sure would look prettier with you when I'm gone. When I'm gone, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my walk. You're gonna miss me by my taco. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. When I'm gone. When I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my hair. You're gonna miss me everywhere. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. When I'm gone. When I'm gone, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my walk. You're gonna miss me by my taco. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Spicy and Dicey, part 2 of tonight's game. It will only be going on a little bit longer. We actually ran a little bit longer than we usually do on these games tonight. We usually only play till around 10:30. Tonight we're going to be going a little bit more, just because. Don't worry, it won't be too much longer. But today, when we get back, we're just going to be exactly where we next time. But right now, we're going to just continue a little bit ahead. So you guys have, let's say, you're making your way through the tunnel. The group has gotten through the murky darkness. You've managed to take out the crocodile hiding in the murky depths of the tunnel. You guys are moving ahead. You've traveled about a half mile to the miles of the tunnel, following Hyde as he giggles and cackles and leads you guys through this dark, ominous tunnel. As you guys make it to the end, you find yourself going into this very murky, fog-filled, gross, damp cave that has mud dripping from all sides of it. The bottom of the ground is squishy and damp. Leeches seem to be seen kind of in the water around you entering the cave. Bats are kind of around you, which is odd because it's underneath the water, so you have to assume that they've either kind of migrated down into this cave somehow, or it's a very odd kind of mixture of eclectic vibes of nature in this one dark, damp cave. As you all enter through the tunnel, you are beneath the city of Ulrich. So some of this cave, you can see that there's like structuring that if you keep going up into the cave, you can see kind of beams starting to be built and stuff heading out of the ground that are obviously underneath connections to the city. It's hard to describe that. I don't know if you guys have ever been, in tunnels under the ground. They're built in old locations where, yeah, I'm sure you have. Anywho, so it's an interesting place as you enter out of this tunnel into this cave. The group, you all look around, and I want you all, if you don't mind, to take a moment to rest, talk amongst yourselves as the group all enter the beginning of this cave. Let's start with you, Cynthia, as you kind of are slithering behind the rest of the group. Is there anything you would like to look at or try to see as you all enter this cave?
So is there multiple exits, or are we still kind of in a tunnel cave?
It's only one entrance that you see right now. The only exit that you see is the way you're going in, into this dark, murky cave.
Do we happen to know, like, how much farther we have to go? Because
You could ask Hyde.
Hyde, you've been here before.
Yes.
Are we getting close yet? Because I'm very annoyed from being in this tunnel all night.
You're annoyed? Oh, look, everybody. The prissy snake girl's annoyed.
I'm filthy. I'm disgusting. I want to get out of here more than the rest of you, probably.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I say we have about another half mile until we get to the little tunnel that leads to the dragon.
I don't know why I put it that way, but, coming from you, Hyde, it's not that.
What?
Oh, I can't even finish it because you're so annoying.
You're annoying. You're annoying. He kind of starts to dance around in like a little circle. You're all annoying. You're all annoying. As
I
he kind of
kinda
then
make my
claps his
way.
hands together.
I clap
kinda
my
make my way
hands
over to
at his
Cynthia.
joke too.
I make my way over to Cynthia as he's like clapping and just kind of like have a small aside with her, be like, I think we should count ourselves lucky you got a straight answer out of him.
If it was straight. But all right.
Damn.
It's always kooky, but all right.
You guys all
We'll
look.
go.
Cynthia, I want you to do a investigation check as you slither around and look around the cave. In fact, I want you all to make a investigation check for me as you all end up looking around
Got
the cave.
18.
While everyone's doing that,
Yes, yes.
I got a 37.
Oh, Jesus.
Might
Okay.
as well just investigate everybody. Golly.
All right. So
Yeah, I got a 514 though.
Queen of Chaos.
dirty 20.
Okay, dirty 20, dirty 20. So, Queen of Chaos, Luna, and Egnor. Everybody else did fine too. You just don't pick it up as much as the three of you do. That there seems to be definitely sounds coming from a tunnel nearby, almost of like the sound of like locusts, or that type of vibe is kind of coming. That sound of like it's a lot of tapping, a lot of you just hear a lot of like clicking and stuff. It seems to be coming down from the dark tunnel from not too far. However, you guys can't see yet what it is.
Only them three?
Well, the rest of you can. I mean, you all rolled all right, so you guys can all hear it. But they're the closest. And Luna, Queen of Chaos, you definitely hear that it seems to be something heading your direction.
So,
Real quick.
Go for it, Luna.
Sorry, real quick. I want to jump back. How beat up is Luna from all her
Luna,
death roll? Because she healed herself for 9, but I didn't know. I forgot what the initial damage.
Luna
was.
right now is at 44 out of 56, and Queen of Chaos is at 30 out of 56.
Oh, okay. Good to know. All right, cool. Thank you.
All right. So, Luna, what did you want to do?
I kind of like. Do I know that like it's insects and like stuff coming at me, like like at me?
No, you don't know that it's insects at all. In fact, Queen of Chaos rolled the highest perception, and she knows what it is likely the most. And Queen of Chaos, you hear that it's in fact not insects or anything at all, but it seems to be, it sounds like a swarm of something. But as it gets louder and louder, Queen of Chaos, you can tell that this is a swarm. It's the same noises that all the undead were making. So it's most likely a swarm of undead headed your direction. But Queen, you're the only one that seems to probably be able to pick this up.
All right, peasants, there's a swarm of zombies coming towards us. So I'm gonna go hang out in the back over here, and you guys can protect me.
She kind of just makes her way behind the group and kind of Queen. You just kind of lean nonchalantly behind everybody else as you just kind of seem to not even care about this swarm that seems to be heading your way. The rest of you all turn as the swarm of zombies gets louder and louder as it heads in your direction. Luna, you're again the closest to where they're coming from. What does anybody else want to do?
I am walking up toward Luna to be the first in the fray.
Okay, so you do Timber. What?
To shove you up there, anyways.
Oh,
what?
Also, wait, I have a question real quick too. How big is how tall is the cave that we're in? Or tunnel?
I didn't really think about that. Let's say that it's at least 20 feet tall. It's it's at least 20 feet of of height, if not more.
Half the height. Golly.
Yeah, I mean you're half the height of the cave. You're pretty big, Adriel, and the cave is probably even bigger than that. But it's like the entrance of the cave, Queen. So it might get larger as you go in, or it might possibly get smaller. But right now, this entrance, let's just say it's about 20 feet at least tall, wide.
Okay, then I'm gonna also think I have this thing. Where is it? Or maybe I don't. Never mind. Oh,
Oh,
actually, wait, I do. I'm gonna use spider climb on myself and just kind of go and hang up on the roof of
love
the
it. Love
cave
it. I
too.
was actually wondering when you were going to do that. I mean, honestly, even if you didn't have spider climb, you probably could do that anyway because of your tentacles. So you you all watch as Queen of Chaos just seems to avoid all of you, and she climbs up to the top of the cave to just avoid the confrontation. You all look up, and this kind of blue demon woman just hangs like a bat now from the top of the cave. So you're pretty far up there.
Coward.
Oh, so Angela, you look up and go,
Enter,
That's a little.
entertain me, peasants.
Can I make a
You're the
statement?
only one who's
yeah.
acting like a peasant, you coward.
Ooh, tough words from Adriel as he looks up at you, Queen.
Maybe not all bear
the
breakers are bad.
the peasants cannot understand how a queen would think.
Hey, queen,
Yeah.
You're
I
no
am no
queen to me.
peasant, and I will prove it to you. I'm gonna slither to the front and turn to the group. You say there's a horde of zombies coming? Well, I single-handedly will take care of this. But you guys gotta come back for me later. I will be fine.
If you make it out of this, I will make you next in line to my throne.
Okay.
So you guys all watch at this moment as
I got
Cynthia, you go, everybody behind her. So Cynthia takes the lead and goes up front.
Keep
You all
going.
watch as
I damn it. Sorry,
What?
I walked up to be like, I'm gonna be the first one, and then another guy like shoved me into that position, like to go even further. Cynthia then passes me up, and I'm just like, fine. And I put the javelin back, and
so yeah,
just like,
you're just basically being pushed around this whole time. And Cynthia
yeah,
now moves
just
her way up to the front. As the whole
go.
zombie, Cynthia, you see the whole zombie group now beginning to come at you as it's about a group of 20 zombies. Cynthia, what do you want to do? As you're in the front of this group, you see about 20 zombies heading your way down this tunnel. What do you want to do, Cynthia?
I just want to reiterate to the group, you have to come back for me, because I will still be alive. I will just be of stone.
We'll send Pretty Boy to fetch you. You'll be useless someday, maybe.
Hyde goes, oh, I see what she's trying to do. Hyde looks to you, Egnor. She's gonna distract them. Everybody follow me. So Hyde kind of then looks to the rest of the group and he points down to a nearby other part of the tunnel. As you all see, about 10 feet away from all of you, there's a crack in the wall. Hyde goes, there. That's where we need to go to find the purple dragon. Down in there.
Now
Big is
go.
the crack.
The crack.
Yeah, how big is the crack?
Asking
The
for a
crack-
friend.
The crack is quite small. It is large enough, as you can see, Luna, Queen of Chaos, Egnor, and Cynthia, you and Hyde as well, could all fit through it. Timber and Adriel, you cannot fit through this crack.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
I think Adriel goes to try to like shit.
So
He tries to
Hyde
figure out his
goes,
exit, like maybe like open it up for himself or something.
Hyde, well, you want to try, Adriel? Do you want to use a strength check?
I want to try it.
All right, so
Use a
do a
strength
strength
check.
check for me on the crack.
Let's do it.
Do a strength check on
You
that
gotta
crack.
widen the crack.
Yeah, let's see how wide you can spread this crack.
Oh shit. 19 plus 4.
Okay, he's spreading the crack. It's a tight fit, Andrew. It's a tight fit, but let's see if you can fit in this crack.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna try to go in because I got a 19 plus 4 on my strength.
Okay, so as you manage to you just kind of watch, and Timber, you know what? I want you to give him an assist here, please. Can you give him some inspiration? Timber, I want you to roll a strength check as well, as you both try to make this crack bigger for yourselves. So Timber, give me a...
To me right now. No. Everyone leave me alone. End the campaign.
Oh shit! So Timber, you again, you look like a bitch compared to the bear breaker. So the bear is not holding up. So as the bear breaker just pulls apart the crack and you make a giant hole enough for you and Timber to fit through, you're a lot bigger than him. So Timber, you're lucky that whatever hole he makes, You're lucky. You're like getting his sloppy seconds as you get into this crack after he's been in it. So you both, all of you, kind of head after Hyde through the crack. Cynthia, you now are still the only one out there. What do you want to do to this group of 20 that are approaching?
All right. Are they close enough finally to where I can look them in the eye?
If you'd like to, yes.
Yes.
So you take off your sunglasses. The group, you want to try to look at how many of them?
All of them, as much as I can, at least in the first however many rows.
Okay.
However many.
All right, everybody. So I'm going to have to do something here, everybody. So take a moment. This is kind of a little bit of a silly thing, but she's looking 20 zombies in the eye, and they need to each make a dexterity save. On
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my gosh.
If they don't break
Oh
a
my
14,
God.
they turn to stone. If they break a 14, then they still attack you, Cynthia. First one turns to stone. Second one turns to stone.
Yeah.
Third one turns to stone on a 4. Oh, fourth one does not turn to stone. So there's one out there still. Turns to stone. That's 4 turn to stone. 5 turn to stone.
Damn.
6 turn to stone.
Damn.
No.
God
7
damn.
7 turn to stone.
My goodness.
8 turn to stone.
Oh my god.
9 turn to stone.
Can we just
I'm not
point at
fighting
the
her.
dragon? Like,
Yeah, just let her fight.
10 turn to stone.
What?
I'm staring so hard.
11 turn to stone.
Dude.
12 turn to stone.
Dude.
That is not okay. So that is 11. Oh, sorry, 12. 13 turn to stone. That one breaks, so that's 13. 14 turn to stone.
Oh my god.
Gosh.
I'm just standing there with my hand on my hip.
Another turn to stone, so that's 15. That's 16. Not another turn to stone, 17. I think there was only one more. Right, Kevin? Am I right? Or is there one more?
You got 2 more. 18
2 more.
Yeah. You got 19 and 20 to do.
Turn to stone, 20.
Dude.
So there's 3 zombies remaining. 3 zombies against you, Cynthia. So what do you want to do?
There's only 3, or is there more behind?
No, you
stone?
turned 17 zombies into stone as they made eye contact with you, as you kind of were like doing like machine gun, just trying to look them all in their eyes. Let's say the ones that you didn't, they're zombies that are missing their eyeballs. So they did not manage to see your eyes as you were looking at all of them. So what do you want to do against these 3 zombies?
I still have my pepper box.
Okay, do you want to try to attack them?
I'm gonna try to attack them.
Do any of you want to come and help her? She still has. They're all in the crack.
I'll come back and help her.
I'm literally
I'll come back and help her.
standing there with my javelin in the ground,
Still
just
there.
like.
Okay. So let's say that Adriel, you come back and you go to help Cynthia. So it's Adriel and Cynthia versus these 2 zombies or 3 zombies. You hit it?
No. Admiral is working on spreading the crack.
Oh,
He did it.
But you guys already said it.
Well, I guess.
While this is happening.
Okay, so this is
No,
happening.
you know,
Okay, all right.
I'll let you do it. I'll let you do it. Take it.
So
Take it.
Cynthia,
Take it.
you hit on that one. What's the damage?
The damage on this one's gonna be.
Okay, so Cynthia. So it's Cynthia versus 3. Okay, so that zombie.
What are they at?
They're at 20. So
20,
there's 3
okay.
zombies. So she's fighting 3 zombies all by herself right now.
Okay.
So there you go. So that's on 13.
I mean, I'm standing by. I'm ready to go, but she looks like she's got it. You know.
Oh, okay. All right. So Cynthia,
They
you.
don't have eyes.
So Cynthia, you managed to pop. You pop the next one. You want to do the next one?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
That's
keep
fine.
using my pepper box.
Well, hold on. That was the damage. Hold on.
That was my damage. Hang
Hold
on.
I got you. Sorry, we're hitting things right here. Okay, so you hit him again on that one. The damage on that one. Yeah, we'll do another damage on that one. Okay, so it's 13 anyway. So you kill that zombie.
Kill that one.
Bah! So one of the zombies falls dead. The other zombie, his action is going to be he's too far from you. He needs to move forward. Okay, so he's moved forward. The other zombie moves forward. He's about, let's say, about 7 feet away from you now. He can't do anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that she hasn't just wiped the floor with them, I'm jumping in on this.
All right. So
But by that I mean
now.
I'm casually walking over to 2 lurching zombies, trying to make their way through a bunch of columns of their friends.
Basically, Egnor, as Timber and Adriel and Luna and Queen of Chaos are getting into this and Hyde are going into this crack.
I wasn't
Queen, you
going
kind
into
of
the
make
crack. I was on the ceiling.
Oh, so
Yeah,
I mean, are you on the? Are you still on the ceiling?
Yeah,
Queen?
she's
I'm
chilling
just
up there.
chilling.
Okay, so she's just chilling up there. As I guess Adriel, Timber, Luna, you're all trying to get into the crack. Cynthia, you're going in the fight. Queen of Chaos, you're just chilling on the roof. Egnor, you are down there. You jump into battle. So Egnor, you go up against one of the zombies. What would you like to do? You're taking initiative. You get the first go. He's a zombie, so you get initiative.
Yeah, I mean, basically, I'm gonna just try to javelin, right across,
All right.
right across the
All right,
face
so
there.
you definitely do it. You got to just break an 8.
Yeah, let's see what happens. All right. Not a 1. Not a 1. Natural 20.
Okay, so you definitely hit him. Bam! What's the damage done there?
It is. Come on. 11.
Fantastic. 11 damage. So, bam, you slash right through one of the zombies' heads. The javelin basically gets stuck right inside of its head. You see that it's like going out one side to the other. The zombie kind of stumbles around with the giant javelin sticking out of its head. It kind of, you can do something else to it if you want to.
Is it? I was going to go for the second one.
Go for it. Go for it. You can go for another
my
one.
other attack.
Okay.
Because, I get 2 attacks. Yeah. And
yeah,
then
you get
I was going to use. Well, okay, so the javelin's stuck in its head.
Well, I mean, you can pull. I mean, you can get it out again if you
If
like.
that's the case, I'm gonna rip off the head and use it like a melee weapon on the other one.
Love it. So as you do that, you rip off that zombie's head. I'm gonna give you an extra 5 points of damage on that just for funsies because I think that's cool. So you just kind of rip it off as you pull the javelin and you take that one hits as well. So you kill that zombie as you rip off its head, and the other zombie takes 7 damage. So you have 13 damage hit points left, and now we're gonna go to you, Cynthia, as you go up against this zombie. So what do you want to do to it?
How many does he have left?
He only has 13 hit points left.
13 hit points left. So first off, I'm going to look at him and so nice. Like, kind of all sexy, but I'm going to use a...
Cynthia just looks you up and down, Egnor. Once again, her snake tongue just kind of flicks at you as she kind of is giving you you can't see her eyes, Egnor, but you can, but she's giving you...
God.
Yeah, thank God. Or you get a little too hard, if you know what I mean. So, anywho, so what do you want to do?
If I'm close enough, I'll use my green sword again.
All right, yeah, go for it. So, let's see if you do it. You definitely hit this one, yeah, for sure. They're so weak hit points. Awesome. So 10. So it has 3 hit points left. You can do another attack if you want.
Oh, so he's still alive?
Yeah, he's got 3 hit points left.
Okay, so I guess I sliced him, and now I'm just gonna slice him up through bottom to the top.
Ooh, slices all the way up his... Basically, you watch as the snake woman sliced him up in half. And so the zombie definitely dies, takes the hit, in half. Egnor, the zombie, just basically splits in half, and you and Cindy are just sprayed with zombie blood as you guys are both covered in it as she slices it in half. Queen of Chaos, you've just been watching this all from the roof of this cave as you kind of look down below. The rest of you, Adriel, Timber, Luna, you managed to make the crack slightly bigger so you can all fit. Fantastic job there, Cynthia.
I told you I could do it. As I yell up at her.
Queen, you just are looking down as Cynthia makes sure that you saw her do do what she said to you.
Cynthia is the only one here worthy of possibly being a member of the royal family.
And not a peasant. Bam.
So all the rest of
not
you
just see me spread a huge crack damn near by myself. I'm out here. I killed a crocodile. I killed all these things.
Yeah, and Adriel, you're once again, you don't get any respect. Nobody sees the hero in you, Adriel. Once again, just a giant pushed aside, seemingly not cared about the heroic actions that you've done.
Can I go by and slap him on the back and say, "Good job on that crack"?
Yeah. So basically, the rest of you now, as we end tonight's game, you all are led to. Oh yes, Egnor. What would you like to say?
Just in a similar fashion, Adriel, I just kind of just casually tossed down the javelin with the zombie head on it, and just all right, whatever. and I look up at Queen of Chaos, and I just say, "After you, ladies."
Okay. So Queen, you start to make your way down, let's say from the top towards the crack. You're the first one then, Queen, that makes it down to the crack. They kind of all, just because you're being a little bit obnoxious, let's say the whole team, Queen, they kind of look at you like this bitch as they kind of move aside to let you go first.
Oh,
Queen.
I was just
No,
thinking
no,
about
no,
me.
first.
I don't
I
assume
was
any of
like-
these people.
I was
I'm
like-
going first.
I trip her as she walks past me.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of hard to
How do
do
you
when I
trip an
have like a
octopus?
bunch of legs.
Yeah, so Timber,
Past me.
Timber, let's
I
do
trip
a.
her 8 times.
All right, for that one, as Timber, you try to trip her. I want you to do a let's do a performance check.
Don't ask me.
Most definitely with
And I
disadvantage.
want Queen of Chaos to do a dexterity.
Oh
Okay.
God. Okay. I'm gonna do some.
all of her octopus.
All right. Someone wish me luck.
Yeah. Oh, I'm rooting for you.
I got a
Yeah, for
17.
once.
This is gonna be
Okay.
amazing.
Okay, so Queen of got a 17. What about you, Timber? What did you get?
On.
Oh, I got 17.
Okay, so
Oh.
so
Do we gotta roll
when
again or what?
yeah, well, let's do rollies. Roll again.
Oh my God.
I give him the help.
again.
No, I give him the help action. I give
I
him
got
the
a
help action.
20. I got
Oh,
a 20.
she got a nat 20. She got a
Nah,
nat.
you ain't beating that. I'm sorry.
I got 0.
Oh.
How do you get 0?
I have a -1, and I
Oh
rolled.
my god.
Okay, so
Just give it to me. Come
Timber
on.
tries to trip you, and let's say Adriel, let's say Adriel that you tried to trip her as well at helping him. She's so clever for you guys. She's a queen of chaos. She's a demon. All of her tentacles is basically she just like levitates herself basically a little bit off the ground, and she just avoids you all trying to trip her as the tentacles just kind of make their way around, like maneuvering all like woo-like as she kind of floats over you. Queen of Chaos, this is nothing to you. They're once again in your mind peasants as they've tried to trip you. You head off into the dark crack before them as the rest of you then follow her into the crack. Hyde kind of lingers behind and looks to you, Egnor. We're almost there. Just a little bit further and then we should find him. Shouldn't be hard, it should be fun. Purple dragon. Super rare. Don't you think, Mr. Armithor?
Yeah, I'm really excited for you. Go sniff him out.
Oh, I'll sniff him out. Follow me! And so you all then turn as Hyde starts to lead the way once again as he scurries like Gollum on the ground, kind of up to the front of the thing. This way, this way. All right, everybody. This is where we're going to end tonight's first part of The Assigned Convicted. As you all managed, by the way, to do way better than I thought. I thought I was going to get maybe one of you on all the way down to half damage or something. And Cynthia, I thought you were going to sacrifice yourself, but you managed to hit 17 zombies with the Gorgon hit. That's
That actually was the plan, though. I was gonna go out.
yeah. She was going to
Oh.
sacrifice herself, but it worked out.
We
I'm not
can't
kidding
tell
you.
which-
equally, okay?
And
Yeah.
I'm not
I
kidding
can't
you.
tell
That,
which.
what?
I can't tell which person in the group is the ringer.
I know. I know. I don't know who's the most crazy one and who's the one
Like-
that is the. I don't know.
It's
Yeah,
a group.
petrification,
Most-
Gatling gun, a chaos, Eldritch Lord, 2 giants. Like, I mean,
Yeah, I think we can all say who the weak link is though, and I think it's the bear.
He's barely there.
I did not say that.
Fuzzy was doing-
I'm just kidding.
I'm
I'm just
putting
kidding.
your AC next. I'm throwing him at the dragon.
Timber, next game next week, Timber. You're gonna come in hard and you're gonna come in glorious. We know it.
All I'm saying, everyone else
Flexing
took
on you, low key.
me, okay? I got
It was the Winnie the Pooh jokes at the beginning. They shook you. They shook you a little bit. It's okay.
I have a negative one on intimidation. What am I supposed to do? I
All right,
literally
everybody.
opened with a growl.
I know. Well, you know what? Yeah, at least you're like Winnie the Pooh. You could have got stuck in the crack with your butt hanging out and pushed. So we got it fixed. We got it fixed. Oh, bother. All right, everybody. So, everybody, thank you for joining us again this week on Spicy and Dicey. We will be back next week to finish off the Assigned Convicted as we go into the second part of this amazing, cool Suicide Squad type of group. You guys did a great job versus the zombies. It's great to have you back, Kevin, and everybody. We'll see you next week here at 8:30 p.m. again, as always. Mwah! Goodbye, and of course, next week we'll play some D&D!
With an actual